I'm a whore. I have no time for politics.
Can we have some fun?
It's no surprise to see several books adapted for the small screens or films. We've seen a lot of novels of varying genres, from action drama to superheroes and fantasy, become hit shows, which is a pretty popular theme on Netflix. But another one that became a huge hit was the debut of the TV series titled Little Birds, which was adapted from the works of Anais Nin, famed writer of short stories and erotica. What's up, guys? How are you doing lately? Welcome back to our channel, and where the topic of today's video is about the erotica series titled Little Bird and all facts and information on what season 1 holds. So if you're curious to know more about this show, watch until the end to know more. One more thing before we get to that, kindly leave a thumbs up on today's video, and while you're at it, subscribe to our channel with the notifications bell on so you won't miss out on our newest uploads. What is Little Birds all about? Little Birds is inspired by the works of Anais Nin of the same name. This collection of erotic short stories was published in 1979 and tells stories about love and desire together with personal drama and political intrigue, set against a uniquely distinctive backdrop of hedonism and conflict. The series is set in 1955 and takes place in Tangier, a famous international zone, which is also one of the last outposts of colonial decadence. Lucy Savage, an American debutante, has longed to gain an unconventional and free life from all the societal pressure and shackles she's been chained to. And in Tangier, she finds herself on the cusp of achieving painful yet necessary independence. Little Birds is a 6-part series written by Sophia Almeria, an American Qatari filmmaker and artist, and directed by Detroit-born Stacey Passon, whose previous projects include House of Cards. The series was released in Australia back in August 2020 and landed on STARZ on June 6, 2021. Who are the cast of characters in the series? Juno Temple. Starring in the lead role is the American actress Juno Temple as Lucy Savage Cavendish Smith. Temple has appeared in several films such as the 2011 American Southern black comedy Killer Joe, the 2015 American biographical drama Black Mass, the 2008 historical romantic drama The Other Boleyn Girl, as well as the 2008 American comedy film Wild Child, among others. She's also part of the HBO period drama series titled Vinyl, where she plays the role of Jamie Vine, and also in the American true crime drama Dirty John. Temple was also cast as Shelley in the American drama film Palmer, which tells the story of Eddie Palmer, a former high school football star and ex-felon who got out of prison after 12 years. Temple was 17 when she first read Little Birds and remembers how it made an impact on her. "They really affected me and woke a sexual sort of fire that I didn't know I had," notes the London-born star in an interview with Belfast Telegraph in 2020. "I made a lot of notes of little things that I wanted to add into the script, trying to get actual one-liner direct quotes from Little Birds. And I got a couple of them in there, which was really exciting," reflects Temple. "That was cool that everyone was open to me doing that." Yumma Marwan. Lebanese-born actress and aspiring director Yumma Marwan is also part of the cast as the alluring dominatrix Sharifa Lamour. Marwan was born in Lebanon but grew up in Beirut and then Iowa. As such, she's still caught up with how her home country is conservative. "I was very clear from the very beginning of what it is allowed and what is not." She also expressed how scared she was about how many of her family members she's going to lose. "I'm still scared to this day, to write this second, for when Little Birds comes out, how many family members I'm going to lose. It's funny, but it's not funny. Even though I made sure that I would never show my breasts or my ass, I would never be in a scene where I'm having sex, it's still like I did too much for what my family would expect from me." The production team, the director, were very, very understanding. "It just felt like any boundary that the actor would set during the scene was accepted immediately, which made me comfortable to be able to do the scene." Hugh Skinner. Acting opposite Juno Temple as her husband, Hugo Cavendish Smith, in the show is none other than the English actor Hugh Skinner. The actor is also known for his role in the series Fleabag as well as in the film Mamma Mia. His character in the show hopes to solve all his money problems by marrying wide-eyed American heiress Lucy Savage. In an interview with BT.com, Skinner was questioned on how he would describe the show. To this, Skinner answered as follows: "It's a trippy, dreamlike fantasy and very, very queer. The period's so specific, and obviously the political situation in Tangier at the time is vital. When I read the script, I read it as a kitchen sink, slice of life type thing, but director Stacey's approach was completely original original. It's almost like a musical. It feels very bold and colorful and funny in places as well. Skinner shared with iNews.co how portraying the role of Hugo fascinated him. This is definitely the first time I've played a gay person in any depth, and that definitely fascinated me, he says. And particularly in that period in the 50s when it was an absolutely horrific time. I was reading Peter Ackroyd's book about gay London, Queer City, and he was writing about how, post-war, the ideals of marriage and family were held in higher esteem than ever. The arrest of homosexuals was often front-page news. A truly terrifying time to be gay, which is why Hugo's in Tangier, really. Raphael Leclerc. French actor Raphael Leclerc plays the role of Adam Abatza, who he describes as a horse trying to look like a zebra. When the show opens, he's just this Egyptian aristocrat who only wants to enjoy life, the actor told TV Archive 2020. He's in love, or at least he thinks he's in love, with a young English man. Just goes out, drinks, has sex, and doesn't really think about the future. Leclerc further continues, but then we understand that for so many years he's been a horse trying to look like a zebra. He's in the middle of all these people who mainly come from European countries. I think subconsciously he knows that he's still that brown man. The cast is also joined by Spanish actress Rosy de Palma as the charming, witty, and larger-than-life Contessa Mandrax, the beating social heart of the colony, as well as English stage and TV actress Nina Sosanya as the glamorous actress Lily Von X, who encourages Lucy to live her life her way. The cast also includes American actor and musician Matt Lauria as Bill, Kamala Brudi as Leo, American actress Amy Landecker as Vanessa Savage, French-American actor Jean-Marc Barr as Secretary Pierre Vaney, and American actor David Costabile as Grant Savage. Where did filming take place in the series? The show was filmed back in 2019, just across the water from Tangier in Tarifa near Cadiz in southern Spain. Little Birds was adapted by Sofia Almeria, a Qatari-American author and artist better known for her subversive take on the futuristic aesthetic of the Gulf states. What was amazing about Sofia is that her background is in fine art, and the script seemed so bonkers and freewheeling, says Skinner to iNews.co, more like a surreal dream you might get after reading a book than a literal translation. Who is Anais Nin? Anais Nin is a deceased French-born author of novels and short stories whose literary reputation rests on the 8 published volumes of her personal diaries. Her writing shows the influence of the surrealist movement and her study of psychoanalysis under Otto Rank. She is hailed by many critics as one of the finest writers of female erotica. She was one of the first women known to explore fully the realm of erotic writing, and certainly the first prominent woman in the modern West known to write erotica. Little Birds is Anais Nin's second published work of erotica, which appeared in 1979, 2 years after her death. The book was written in the early 1940s when she was part of a group writing pornography for $1 a day. It is a collection of 13 short stories and revolves heavily on sex. It ranges from pedophilia to lesbianism, but is linked by an interest in female subjectivity and the dialectic of discourse and intercourse. And with that, we're concluding today's episode about everything you need to know about the new erotica series Little Birds. Hopefully you enjoyed watching today's video as much as we enjoyed making it. Before you go, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to our channel with the notification bell on so you won't miss any of our new releases. We've got a lot of other interesting videos up on our channel for you to choose from. Thanks for watching today's video, and we'll see you in the next one.